Attention in the room. Attention in the room. It's nice to have to ask for quiet. It's great. Really nice to have everyone here today. Today we have Kevin Burns from Draper Laboratories. He's going to talk to us about cybersecurity and other technological, other technological things that he's going to talk to us about. So we thank him for coming, and thank you all for coming. I'm sure there'll be time for questions at the end. And so I'll just let him take it away. Kevin Draper.
Thank you,
Kevin Draper. Kevin Burns.
Kevin Burns, Draper, right.
Oh.
So I have a lot of the voice. I want you to see I go on. We'll make it as interactive as we can, right? I do some teaching myself. I'm an adjunct professor, so I do some lectures, and I know how different it is. You know, voice and all that.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to inject some humor. It's not easy, but I will try to make a dramatic opening effect. That's $100,000. That's $100,000. And what that means is I have two employees that have worked for me. They worked for me at the state. I worked at the Commonwealth of Massachusetts 23 years. For 4 of those, I was the Chief Information Security Officer for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, right? The executive branch. 85 agencies, about 60,000 endpoints. It was pretty big. And when I went to Draper 3 years ago, I took 3 employees with me, but 2 of them, community college attendees. One didn't graduate, I'm pushing him to graduate, and another one graduated with an associate's. They both make well over this. This is not a pipe dream. This is real. I am passionate about this, that's why I'm here. You can make over $100,000, right, with an associate's degree or a security certificate. This is the truth, and I know it because I hired them. They're brilliant technologists, no smarter than anybody. They're passionate about what they do, and they followed it, right? So the state didn't pay as much as the private sector does. That's why I left them at the Draper. Right? 2 kids in college, one had to get her master's, so that's great. And so the other one's on the 5-year plan to Coastal Carolina, no rush, Myrtle Beach. And so he just called me, everything's good, Dad. Yeah, another hurricane party. So, trying to get some humor, actually credit if you laugh at my horrible jokes. So, I left to go to Draper just about 3 years ago now. And I was not a person who did this kind of work. This happened organically, right? And so I was a business person. I was an accounting guy in Merrimack way back before all of you were born, right? And I commuted to school. We lived in the city in Malden. We didn't have a lot of money, so we all commuted, me, my brother, and my sister. We were all accounting majors, because someone said that was a good idea. Anyway, so, and we all went into different fields. And just after school, I realized business and accounting wasn't for me. And I got into IT fairly soon afterwards. I went with EDP, the payroll people, and I was on the road teaching people how to use computer software. And it's just more. It just happened over time. And then I was an investigator with the state, the Internal Affairs Office for the Revenue Department, right? And they wanted someone who could do some IT stuff, because how does all computer fraud? How does that happen? I mean, how does fraud mostly happen these days?
Cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity and by computers, right? So, as an example, another thing to get you engaged. One of the ways that crime is happening now is gangs aren't, TV looks great, the Mayans and Justified and all that good stuff, right? No. What many of the gangs in Florida are doing is they're buying iPads. They're creating fake companies. They're staffing those fake companies with fake employees or persons they know. Then they're laying those people off and they're collecting their employees. And all of a sudden, how do you prosecute that? You've got to find the device, who purchased the device, who used the device. They're taking these iPads and they're going down to the river and they're using them as frisbees. Right into the ocean, because they're disposable. What's an iPad mini cost? $300, right? Get them used on eBay, a full iPad, right? All of this is part of cyber, right? And this is how I get into it. So they wanted someone who knew computers and they could do investigations. I knew computers, could do some database stuff, and the next thing you know, I was there 13 years doing investigations, which you can do in cyber, and by the way, is the most fun you can have at work, with your clothes on. There's nothing more exciting than investigating. That's what you want to do. Right? Forensic investigations, just it's fun as hell. Right? I loved it, I loved it. Did that for 13 years, then I went to the unemployment office, right? And I ran an investigative unit there, but they stood up an information security program. And that's how this sort of happened. So the unemployment office, the feds, was giving away $20 million a year in grants to stand up information security programs at the unemployment offices across the country. Because it's a $3 billion revenue trust fund for unemployment, especially when unemployment was bad, right? And so I got into information security there. The chief information security officer for the state retired, and the next thing you know, I did that for 4 years. This stuff sort of happens organically. But you folks are lucky if you're getting in at the ground level. And I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see the women in the audience too, right? I think some of you had to be here as interns or whatever, but I want you to realize we're trying to get people, women, more excited about soccer, right? There's a lack of them in the field. So I'm a graduate professor at Boston College. I teach in the master's program. They stood them up a couple of years ago. It's more policy and governance, but we're trying to get more women in the field. And I can say to the state, I had 35 people on my soccer staff, and a good third of those were women technologists who did excellent work. Right? And there's so many different fields to get into this, right? And we're going to get into it a little bit, right? But before I kick it off, any questions at all? Just starting out. We'll get into it. But don't hesitate, right? As I talk, I'm a nice guy. If I have any friends that tell you, right? So, good, excellent. Now listen, right? So why? Why do this, right? What is cybersecurity? Why is it holding people in the future, right? How many times, have you heard about the Facebook page? Right? The tokens that were stolen, right? How many times have your own message accounts been hacked? Right? Anybody? Happened to anybody? Oh, I'll put my hand on it. You can admit it, it's okay, right? How many of you use your debit cards a lot? Okay. Here's the first safety tip of the day. Don't. Right? Use it as a credit card, right? When you go into a gas station, if you go somewhere else, I want you to look behind that damn ATM. And if you see something that looks like a modem, don't use it. Because that might have been installed in cahoots with the person who runs that gas station. And that's nothing to do but steal your passwords and steal your debit card. Happens all the time, right? Use credit cards. Credit card companies don't care. They're making so much money off interest, they consider billions per year in fraud across the doing business. My American Express, grabbed all the time. My kids' American Expresses, grabbed all the time. They write it off. Don't worry about it, Mr. Hunt. Even the customer says, whatever. We'll take care of it, gone. Your debit card, that's your account, right? That's your bank account, right? How many of you use USB devices for hold some data? Anybody? No, all the kids. Any of you, how many of you have passwords on? How many of those are encrypted? All right. Right? Listen, I know the cheap ones are cheap. For another 14 bucks. Whatever, you get the encrypted ones, put a password on them, and then your information is safe. Right? And again, I do regale you with these stories because we need to make it entertaining. I was in the unemployment office. We found a USB device in the closet. Right? We took that USB device, and does anyone think we plugged it into a network machine? Nope, we didn't. That would have been done, right?
Because if you plug it into a network machine and there's something on it that's not supposed to be on it, you're going to be in huge
Big
trouble.
trouble. Dead. The CISO always gets the first, he gets axed when the first breach happens, right? So I keep my resume up to date. But so we took that that USB device to the freestanding machine that we use as a test lab. We plugged it in, and it belonged to a donut company in South Boston, not Dublin, right? A small one. On that, all of their employees, all of their social security bills, all of their payroll information, what they got paid, the financial, it was all on this one USB device that someone dropped when they came in for unemployment. Right?
That's what this might have been.
No, it's not, is it? It wasn't password protected, we just put it in and bang it away. Not encrypted, right? These encrypted ones are short money, right? So again, two little hints, don't use your debit card as a debit card, use it as a credit card, or get a credit card, right? Just say. All right, this is not a lie. 200,000 new viruses every day. Every freaking day, all over the world. Some of them just, and you say, how did that be? Well, systemically, these things just roll.
People that are unemployed, sit at home, behind a computer, know how to do it.
We call them strip kits. It doesn't take much, right? As to your point, there are now, this is awesome. This is freaking awesome, right? There are now places you can go buy viruses from. And they actually have customer service numbers you can call to help you if you get into a bind creating a virus. Absolute God. This field is so exciting, it's so much fun, right? And this is what would happen if the cyber attack and shut down all the power lines? What panic would ensue, right? If you're at home, the lights go out, you've got no power, it's the dead of winter, your phone doesn't work, you can't get anyone from your ATM, everything goes down. Do you think
There's going to be a huge herd of trouble?
Do you think there'd be a panic, an absolute panic across the United States? The Department of Defense, and I'm telling anybody anything doesn't know, cyber warfare is now an official term. Cyber warfare is now an official term. And let me tell you, right, as effective as nuclear missiles are, or ballistic missiles or missiles that aren't nuclear are, you want to set off a panic and absolutely shut down a country? Cyber attack to shut down economies. Do you think all across the world, that there are cyber armies employed 24 hours a day to do this kind of work?
Of course, there's people that use it behind a computer and go on YouTube, look at how to create viruses.
But some of those, by the way, those YouTubes, that's what they'll do is they'll put a virus in the computer. Don't go searching for the dark web. You go to the dark web, your computer, you might as well just do that. You might as well kick that all the way to the river, right? Because your computer could be hoaxed, right? But there are cyber nation states. That's what they do. And we're doing the same thing. If you look up Kevin Mannion, and his report on the cyber, the Chinese National Army that does this is on public record. They found a building that houses 1,400 or 2,400 Chinese soldiers that do nothing all day but spend their time hacking and creating viruses. It's all public record. It's fun read. They found it. Kevin Manning is a brilliant guy. He started fire. Sold it to conglomerate for $1 billion. $1 billion. And they made him president because he's so damn smart. You know, when he's not commuting from his private island. Right? And so, again, what are some of the ways that hackers get other people's money, right? I told you about the convenience stores, ransomware. Anyone know what ransomware is? Yes.
Downloading a virus in the computer and you're getting them to go files encrypted. Like an encrypts all your files, you can't access them.
Yep. And so that's absolutely 100% dead spot on. Right? Thank you for that. And so, do you think this happens all the time?
Yes.
Yes, it does. And do you think some places pay?
Yes.
Yes. And do you think they always get their files back?
Nope.
No. And even if they do, those files come back in a usable form. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Right? Would never ever pay ransom. Never, ever, right? Police departments have paid ransom. You can look this up. You can Google it. Police departments that have paid ransom. I'm sorry? No, please. What? A New England Police Department paid ransom. Right? So how embarrassing is that? Right?
It's a damn embarrassing.
It's pretty damn embarrassing. Does anyone want to take a stab at how you defeat ransomware? Yes.
Backups?
Backups. Bingo. Backups. What do you mean? Right? So what you do is you take your last backups, you erase that computer, you put a brand new image on it, you take the last good backup, right? So what do you got to do with those backups?
Back them up.
Back them up, but what else?
You're going to be screwed.
Test them. Test them. For you, right? But you're 100% dead on backups. That's it. Backups. Good backups that are tested. That work. And you might lose a day, 2, or a week, depending upon your backup schedule, right? But paying that ransomware, it just makes you a target.
It's like the like the, like Osama bin Laden fucking computers.
Yeah, it's a very, very bad thing, right? And moving to the stealing credit card from fake websites. This happens all the time. You click on a site, you think it's a good site, right? Looks like a good site. You put in your credit card, it's a site that's set up to look like a good site, right? So, I want to get back to this, right? For a second. The salaries are great. I just told the two staff, $100,000 each, more than that. From community colleges, one hasn't finished yet. They didn't finish, right? So they got security certificates from Mass Community College. I know Massasoit is very interested in spinning up cybersecurity certificate program. We've been talking about that. Right? This is an amazing field. If you've got a technical background, right? And even if you don't, just do some research, right? I'm going to ask you to take a look at a blog. It's called the 10 Top Security Blogs you should be reading, right? That'll tell you about what happened on Facebook. It's really Krebs on security. This is fun. This is fun stuff. And this guy has mine. How fun is this? But this is, think about how bad it happens on our community, right? So, again, the future is ridiculously bright. Oh, I'm going to get to it. Negative unemployment in the information security field. Negative. There are too many jobs. We can't fill them, right? And you know what the beauty about that is? Supply and demand. This is simple economics. When you can't find people to fill a job, what do you end up doing with those people?
Training them.
You're not training them. What else do you do? Pay them to keep them. Pay them to keep them. You pay them to keep them. Think of it, we pay them to keep them. You train them, you pay them to keep them. I'm going to talk about some of the things you do to keep them in a minute, because I want you guys to hear some of this is very important, right? All right. And so there's other information technology careers, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be cybersecurity. IT is very hard. All things, networking, right? Routing, switches, all that stuff. Maybe you're interested, maybe you're not. Compliance, right? How to stay compliant, right? If things go south, if you fail an audit, you could be in some serious trouble, right? And so there's a ton of different IT jobs, right? All over the place. Some of them are business related, right? Maybe you have a business now. But again, in the IT field, we can't find enough people to get their heads around information technology. And this is not usually stuck behind a desk all day, right? So in the information security field and IT, you're not stuck in the queue phone, right? You're up and about helping people. So a computer gets hosed on the network. What do you have to do? A computer gets hosed on the network. I'll quote the audience. What happens when a computer gets hosed on the network? When any host gets infected, what do you think you have to do? There's no wrong answer. I promise.
Forget very quickly.
Unplug it from the isolated internet network.
Unplug it, isolate it, right? Exactly. Unplug it, isolate it. So that you can do forensics on it, right? You have to go get it though, right? You have to find out where it is and go get it, right? And so, exactly. And so you can take that computer off the network so it can't cause any damage. You bring it back to the forensics lab and you do a whole bunch of malware analysis, right? There's a whole bunch of tools that do that. And the reason I'm telling you about all this, because these tools are intuitive. They're not hard to learn. They're not hard to learn. I am a 56-year-old guy, right? Been out of IT, the IT end for a long time. And even I get what my staff will tell me about this stuff. They speak slowly, right? But I get a lot of eye rolling. I feel like I'm at home with my daughter. But these are intuitive tools. You can figure them out, right? Things that scan systems, they scan the network for longer buildings. You can do all this, right? And so, as I talk about types of jobs, and you can see what appeals to you over time. So the best way to start out, right? Working at a help desk, right? Or just doing some research on help desk, because then you get to learn the ins and outs of the PC, right? But you can read about this stuff, right? Maybe you have full-time jobs and you're coming here. I get it, right? You can do some of the things I talked about, security blocks, right? You can pick up some books. Threat Hunting for Dummies, right? It tells you how to go look for threats on the net. You can download this book for free. You just give me your email address and you can unsubscribe. Threat Hunting for Dummies, right? There's all these great books out there in this degree, right? And so, this is huge though. Learn customer service. The 3 places I have worked, I have instituted internal customer service training. And you're saying, what the hell, how do you go from cyber to internal customer service training? What happened? IT and cybersecurity are there to empower the business, make the business run. You want to be valuable? When you go on a job interview for anything you do, you tell that interviewer, you want to make sure that you're here to help the business be successful, right? Don't get into the bits and bytes of the technology you know. That's important, we'll go down. The interviewer wants to hear that you're going to empower the business and make it successful, right? So, internal customer service training. What are the types of training do you think that technology should have? Yeah. Coding, sure. Soft skills, yeah, that's good. That's right. Technological skills, sure. Soft skills. What kind of soft skills do you think technology should have? Yes. Communication skills. Bingo. Keep the lady 5 stars, right? Communication skills, right? IT people. The Big Bang Theory is. Everybody who's seen the Big Bang Theory, right off and on, you know. It's real. It exists in the workplace. I work with 1,170 engineers. You walk by something, you're like, hey, how you doing? I just said hi. I didn't ask you for money. I just asked you how you doing. You would have thought I was like, asking if, they want the soul last night. It's real. Communication skills. What else other kind of soft skills do you think technologists need? Organization skills, absolutely, right? How to prioritize all those tasks that are coming in. That's fantastic. Yes. Problem solving skills, right? Absolutely. Because this is what technology is. It's cyber is solving problems. It's all day long fighting fires, right? If you have a massive infestation in the network, you've got to have problem solving. You've got to have communication skills, right? You've got to have organization skills. Business, right? What else, please? Teamwork's huge, right? Couldn't agree more. This is during those interviews that I'm having for the jobs I'm trying to fill right now. I'm trying to fill one, it starts Monday, I'm trying to fill another. Because the people that come, they stay for 3 years, later on new millennials, right? And it's easy, right? When you stay, and then you go find, because that's where the money, the job, you get more money, right? But teamwork, I interview those people in my millennial, the guy I brought with me from the state, 1 and 2. We interview those personally. Are they going to be a good fit for the team? Right? You can't have egos. You can have an ego at home, right? Not in the workplace, right? It's important. So, business writing. If you don't have a business writing class here, I don't care what field you're in, right? We see these emails. We see the most valuable people who jump ahead are the people that can effectively communicate via business writing. Right? Can you put together a sentence in the email that doesn't look like a text from my daughter? What's that say? What? I asked my son, but it has no translator. So, and last one I'll talk about for a second, right, is leadership. Leadership. Here's the other thing we're going to have a point. And what I want you all to take heart. Doesn't matter what field you go into. Take some leadership courses. Right? Has anyone here taken a leadership course in their business life? I see a couple of guys. Yep, I see like people around my right age, right, that have taken them, right? But I've sent my millennials to leadership courses. And you say, I don't know if I want to be a leader. Doesn't mean you want or not. It'll give you how to interact with leaders. Think about, we're going to need leaders, right? The retirement age is coming. I'm 56. I'm doing this for however many years, right? So, yeah, right? We're, yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to retire. We need leaders. We need leaders in this space. Individual contributors are great. Leadership, that's also where the money is. You can pick and choose. You can be an individual contributor if that's what you want to do, right? You can make some great money. If you want to make good money, be an effective leader. The phone calls, the phone won't stop ringing. And you have all these things available to you. LinkedIn, Monster, right? All those different places to go get jobs. Leadership skills. Go find a leadership course. Go read books on leadership. Okay? You guys, doesn't matter your age or what you think you want to do. Get those things, because when you do interviews, that's what you want to hear. That you've been proactive, right? We're seeking strong leaders in this space, in IT. We just don't have enough. All right, so more getting started. Take a computer class or information security class. So I believe you guys have one course here now, right? Right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's one information security course here now. I'm hoping it gets so blown away with attendance that you need more and more and more to take it, right? You have to have more, right? Because the field is ridiculously, interview someone who works in IT or cybersecurity. We love to talk, as you can tell. You know, it's really violent, I'm on, right? Just so you know, Mass Bay Community College, I was on the review board for their certificate. I helped them put together that curriculum. I was an official reviewer for their associate degree. And now I'm on their advisory board. I believe in this mission. It changes lives. This field changes lives. You know, two people who went to community college, who their future was okay, they didn't have any money, and now they're making well over $100,000. Their homes, right? This field changes lives. I believe in this mission. Right? Down in Brockton, the Boys and Girls Club. Again, I'm from Malden. I didn't grow up in Silver Spoon, right? We had a community college, a co-op too, by the way. Me and my brother had a co-op because we couldn't pay the school, right? So you co-op and make the money, write the check and learn, right? And we work night jobs too. So I don't want anyone to think this is different. You know, I come from a background where we didn't have a lot of money. We had to sort of scratch our way, right? And so that's why I believe in this mission. That's why I believe in the school. I believe in this community. This can make an incredible difference in the life of cybersecurity, just from a financial standpoint. Plus, it's fun as hell, right? It's fun as hell. So, Google articles on careers in cybersecurity. There's a gajillion, right? There's all sorts of different careers. Forensics investigations, right? Network, chasing down malware, right? Again, 200,000 new pieces of malware created every day. We need people who can analyze that, right? And let me tell you, the Department of Homeland Security is looking for people to come down to Washington and do that stuff. Just like you, right? They grab people just like you, because I've seen their people who are down there, right? Who can do this kind of work. And then they work there a few years, not making a big buck. And then they leave and go work in DC for $200,000 to $300,000 a year. Absolutely true, right? So, and then I talked about the top 10 security blogs you should be reading, right? Facebook, Target. I mean, all these breaches you've heard of, right? TJ Maxx. Silly things. Does anyone know how the Target breach started?
Wasn't it credit cards?
That was TJ Maxx. Target was, think about it. Third party vendor. Bingo. HVAC. They put in everything. The cameras in here, I would be shocked if they didn't have an IP address on them, right? Internet protocol, right? Device on them, right? Their IP address on them. And do we know, I can tell you probably, and lots of other places I've worked, when you put those security cameras up, they don't change the default password. And anyone can see it. And move the cameras and go look where they want to look, right? So everything these days is IP addressable. All that stuff you see on TV, right, that you can purchase, right, IP addressable, right? So back to Target. The HVAC contractor put in a system called SCADA system, right? And what they did is, but that was a computer system. They didn't change the default password. The hackers found it. And then once they found it, they found a way into the network. It was connected right into the network without firewall. So you know, millions upon millions of people's credit cards at Christmas time, right? Or around Christmas time, were hacked, right? This is the career you can have. And this is the fun stuff, right? You see someone putting in anything into a building, it's probably got an IP addressable chip. Right? And now we're learning is a whole bunch of chips that are made in China may have an inherent flaw that can be hacked. So the whole world's like, oh crap. All of us, oh, excuse me. So, any questions so far? Any other thoughts?
I think there was just a breach recently where there's like a electronics only online store whose card got like hacked, so when hackers got all the information of anyone who bought something, and they didn't figure out until 6 months later. So,
Right? So, and this is the thing, it's a great point. I hate to be a show for Amazon, right? But they've sort of got security nailed, right? They, Amazon Web Services, right? They have a pretty good cloud presence, right? For just Amazon Web Services for programmers, right? So, but even this next field, cloud security, it's a freaking huge opportunity for all of you. Cloud security. Because what people don't think about is, oh, I'll just go to, I'll work for Amazon Web Services, right? And I'm a programmer and I want to do some coding in the cloud. And I'll buy some space, if you will, from Amazon that I can access and build coding, right? And you think, oh, it's all secure. No, because Amazon might have their security piece secure, right? But you know what the user's responsible for?
Their own security.
Yeah, their own security, identity and access management. This is what even the people at Draper don't think, these engineers, right? Yeah, you're out there, Amazon's got all these security controls around there. They're not doing good identity and access management, putting secure passwords on these portals. People need in and steal all the work they did. Cloud security is huge, right? It's gonna become big, it's another cloud security course that's being taught at Boston College, and we need to teach more of them all across the United States. Cloud security, everyone's using the cloud, right? We all are,
Google
right?
Drive.
Google Drive, LinkedIn was hacked, right? They've all been hacked. If you didn't change your passwords after the LinkedIn hacks, they're still out there on the dark web. I know, we went and found some. There are companies now that have done, yes, please.
What's the degree that you need? What's the certificate or the degree that you need to set yourself up?
Fantastic question, thank you for asking. The first one is Security Plus. The Security Plus, right? It's very obtainable, you do some studying, right? That you start with Security Plus, right? And then the next one, the D-Rigger, is the CISSP, Certified Information System Security Professional, right? So Security Plus is the first sort of CISSP light. Go get a book on it, they're at Barnes & Noble, right? Some stuff online might even be free. Security Plus, that's what all my people started on. As a matter of fact, the Department of Defense, they'll tell you, they don't want anyone working on their system, their data without the Security Plus. So Security Plus, thank you for asking that, right? Then again, CISSP, right? Then if you want to get into auditing, God forbid, but you might, Certified Information Systems Auditor, right? That's another great field if you're into that thing, pays very well. So there's a few of them, right? Then way down into there's a whole bunch of certs down in the middle, right? Yes, please.
So are there other options to do, like if you're not, into or good at coding at all, or programming?
Sure, right? And that's a great point, great question. I'm really, because you don't have to do that to be a cyber person, right? There's tools that will help you that are out there to do this work. So like scanning the network. There's a whole bunch of tools that will scan the network for vulnerabilities, right? So you get to learn tools like Rapid7, right? Or Nessus Scan. There's tools for capturing the logs so you can do your investigations like Splunk, right? There's a ton. Most of the work is outside of code. Most of the work is outside of coding and it's tools that you can learn. Like Microsoft has a bunch of tools already embedded into their systems that you can get to know. Things like Emmet. It's a Microsoft baseline analyzer for Windows applications, so you don't need to be a coder. You really don't. I mean, I did hire one kid out of college, right out of college, again, I hired him for $95,000 a year, right, out of school. He could write code that's out there that was custom code to do some custom security work, right? So there's open source security. There's a whole bunch of open source software, right, that does security stuff, right? But you don't have to be a coder to do it, right? So I want to emphasize that. You don't have to be Mr. or Ms. Technical to do that kind of, do this work. Tools, you just have to learn them. And you'll learn them. So, as a matter of fact, a kid who's got an MBA is now coming into my shop because he got his master's in cybersecurity policy and governance, and it wasn't technical enough, and now he wants to get some more technical stuff, right? There's a whole bunch of avenues into this world, right? So this is a great question. You don't have to be technical. It helps. It helps, but you don't need to. In my master's class at BC, it's maybe 20% technical people, right? They want to do policy and governance. And so we talked about some of the breaches, but do an internship at a tech company, an internship with IT desk, right? Go find them. If you just Google internships in the Boston area, technological cyber internships, they're out there. I've helped friends, kids, and they just found the jobs themselves. They're dying to get people in there, because what do after they've been interns? I've hired. I'd say the internships that I've had, interns working in my places, providing 80%. And the other 20% went to just get more high-paying jobs. Literally bidding wars out of internships. This is the kind of world we're living in now, right? Oh, beautiful.
Kevin,
Yo,
we have about 10 minutes.
okay, so let's do.
We do have a class coming in, that's why.
Oh, okay. So from a further, I think after this is really just a question, I have a question mark in there, right? So from a question and answer standpoint, you guys are great interactors. What can I answer for you, right? What else do you want to know about this field of IT in general? Yes.
What is the best bet to take if you want to become an ethical hacker?
Don't keep hacking. So there's actually certified ethical hacking. Thank you very much, right? CEH, I forgot about that, right? People love that course. That's the CEH, certified ethical hacking.
There's also 2 more certificates for ethical hacking, but the best one is the CEH.
It's the most widely defined, right? It's the most widely respected. And to your point, and to all those certs I talked about, I pay for my staff to take them. We talked about this a second ago, someone mentioned, to keep them, right? Well, to keep my people from jumping, I train them, I pay for their training. They go to training. Some of these courses cost $3 grand, right? I'll pay for it. Yes?
What language is most efficient to do services, etc.?
My staff's doing Java, C++, right? C++, right? They're playing around in that, what's the other one?
Python?
The Python, thank you, yes, Python. A lot in Python, you got it. Any other questions? Yes?
So I'm sure you probably heard of like the deepfake epidemic, where they could replicate people's faces in videos. Now that could be used for like political sabotage. So where would that fall under cybersecurity?
Sure, right, so knowing the attack vectors, who's doing that? Oh, that's a great point, right, thank you, yeah, so, as part of this, right? Building relationships, getting to know people like the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI cybersecurity. The FBI cybersecurity team is nothing like the FBI. They look like all you people, right? They come in, when they came in from Draper, the cyber team, our security guys were like, that's it, like, yeah, let them in. They'll put a virus in the computer if you don't. So just shut up and let them in. And so getting to, I've met with the head of the Secret Service. She called me. I didn't call her. She was the head of the Secret Service in Boston. They're trying to build partnerships with the vendors who are doing cybersecurity. And you want to build partnerships with them. So if you see something funky, you can call up the Department of Homeland Security. I literally have friends in the Department of Homeland Security. I can call them up and say, hey, we saw this virus. Can you help? Yes.
Kevin, how important do you think it is to use centric software? Like Cisco's out there. They have networking software. You can take exams to get a certification. They also have it for cyber. How important is that? Do you feel, how important do you think it is to have that embedded into a certificate or program that we could offer here at Massasoit?
I think it's a great help. I think a lot of the tools are vendor agnostic, or they integrate with things like Cisco, right? So like, Rapid7 and Splunk and the things I talked, Snort and the things I talked about, they integrate with those vendors, so it helps immensely. because you'll probably run into it in the workplace.
Okay.
I am currently enrolled at Massasoit for the CCNA program for networking. How far will that CCNA certification get me in this field?
It'll get you far. We want to see that. Right? We need technical people. We need the breadth of, and so we love, so my,
How far will the CC or Cisco Academy program get me?
same thing, right? Cisco is so widely used across the globe, right, that it's incredibly helpful, right? So we're a Cisco shop. We use a lot of Cisco firewalls, right?
Right.
And so we have a lot of Cisco gear. And so the technical side is, it will get you far, right? We'd love to see those certs. We'd love to see them on a resume. Please.
You as a cybersecurity job, what do you think about Windows Defender that Microsoft put on the software? Is it like good one, is like very protective or?
What Windows Defender is a fantastic product, right? They're attacked so much, right, as opposed to the Apple side of the house, right? Windows Defender is fantastic, and a lot of companies are using the Windows Defender and the Windows Defender products, because managing a whole bunch of them is a pain in the ass, right? But again, Windows are attacked so much because of the most prevalent international operating system. So it's those products are fantastic, and my staff runs them and uses them all the time.
So you don't think I need to put Avast or other virus, antivirus?
I don't want to insult any legal problem after the computer gets hacked, right? Did I mention my name's Kevin Jones, not Kevin Burke? Kevin Smith, Kevin Klein. So, Windows Defenders are fantastic.
Very good.
See my attorney. Yes.
So how easy is it for someone who just has a degree in computer science and then transfer to doing more of the IT field stuff?
Very easy. Good cross-eyed degree. It's an easy transition. It's a natural transition. It's a natural transition. Right? It's not the only avenue, but it's a hell of a natural transition. Right? I just want the room to know you don't need that, but it's absolutely great. It's a great starting point. It shows you. Yep. Oh, thanks. I'll take that. One more. I get out of here.
Per se, do you spend the time having like an IT internship for a very short amount of time? Can that still carry you up the ladder?
Unbelievable. So my internship for 3 months ago. You think that students get all that much exposed, but it jumps at the top. It jumps at the top. The people that have interned for me and in other places like this, for just 3 months in the summer, they rise to the premium top because they've got some experience. My daughter's boyfriend, an MBA, he sold cars for a year. He had no experience. He sold cars for a year. Finally got a job, right? But got something on your resume that shows experience. So I don't want to hold up the next class, right?
Any more questions, guys? We have 2 more minutes.
Sir.
How many positions and how soon are you looking?
So I have one left open now, and I actually have to fill, but it's a contract role, right? It's a contract role, possibility to convert it to employment. Because what I like to do now is try before I buy it. Try before I buy it. One more, good?
Any more? One more? One more for the road?
Yes.
There we go.
Do they have internships open now?
We don't have it open now, but we open in the summer, right? So you look for something posted, comment, and then time to get it. Thank you, you guys are fantastic. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Just thank you, everybody, for coming and hearing Kevin Burns talk about cybersecurity. It is something that we are looking at here at Massasoit, just so you know. My name is Donna Wright. I'm the Interim Dean of Business and Technology, and computer falls underneath my umbrella. And that department has been focusing on this as one of the opportunities to come forth in the future. Cloud may be also in there too, another avenue. Networking, as you know, where are you? We have networking, right there, we have networking already in Canton. That falls under emergent technologies, so don't look for it under CTIM. And that is a certificate, that's all we have right now for that. But again, we're looking into hopefully creating another cybersecurity certificate, and then hopefully an associate degree program, like Kevin did with Mass Bay. That is our hope to do something similar to that. We don't know where it will fall yet, but when we do, we will let you know. If you have any questions and you're already in computer classes, please feel free to talk to your professors. Ask them about a few things, maybe they can give you some answers. Kevin, thank you so much for taking your time to visit with us and giving us so much information.
My pleasure. jburns@draper.com.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much.
jburns@draper.com.
Thanks guys for coming.
Yeah, I'll have to do my math homework first.
That's how it works here. We gotta find somebody to replace you with one of our own.
Oh, that's right. Steve can just wait. Oh, that sounds like fun. I assume, though, you don't want to broadcast to Canton, so.